Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Ooh, good morning. I am up nice and early this morning. I've literally just had a chance to wake up, run a brush through my hair, which doesn't even look like it has done now, and brush my teeth. And that is about all I've had time for this morning because I'm just about to do my makeup. And today I want to try something different. I want to try and figure out a beauty hack and try out this new beauty hack that I've been seeing all over YouTube and Instagram at the moment, and it's applying powder before your foundation. Now I've been seeing a lot of people have been saying this is really good for oily skin. It helps mattify foundation, etc. But I've got really dry skin, so I actually want to test this out for my skin and see how it works for me and see if it's something that I can pass on as wisdom to you all. But we're going to try it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to apply my foundation and stuff now. I'm going to go off camera, apply the rest of my makeup, go away for 8 to 10 hours. I'm going to come back to you in the evening and show you the results, show if it's stayed flawless as it's supposed to do, see if it's broken up in any places, and I'll just give you my review and see how it's worked for me and see if it will work for you as well. So I'm just going to try and go ahead with this. I'm just going to prime my skin. As I would usually do. I don't really know if you're meant to prime your skin before, but I don't want to go in with just powder straight on my skin without even priming, so it's going to be weird enough going in with powder on primer. For those of you wondering, I'm using the Forever Living Aloe Moisturizing Lotion. I absolutely love this for my skin. It's because it's a moisturiser, but it's also a base for makeup, which it says on the back. It says it is also an excellent foundation base for use with makeup. So that is why I use it as my primer. I don't know how to explain the feeling of it. It just has a really nice feeling on the skin, and because it moisturises as well, it's really helped with my dry skin. Right, so now we are going to go in with our translucent powder, which obviously we would normally put on top of the foundation and concealer, but we're going to go in with our powder, then we're going to apply our foundation, and then we're going to apply our concealer. And then I'm going to see, once I've put that on, if it needs any more setting or if this is going to work. It's literally going against everything I know about makeup, and it makes me extremely nervous to do this, and I don't know why I am doing this, but I am doing it and I don't know why. Right, so I'm going to go ahead with my damp beauty blender and press it into my powder, and I'm not going to go so heavy handed. I'm not going to bake my face, but I am just going to press it in all over. And as always, getting my lap completely covered in powder, because would you really be doing your makeup if you weren't covered in powder? I'm just going to go all over. That way I can see if it is going to break up anywhere. I'm not ruling any places out, so you will see completely where it's breaking up. And if this theory works. It's an interesting theory, definitely. But for dry skin, I'm not sure if it's going to work or not. But just because if this works for me or doesn't work for me doesn't necessarily mean that it will or won't work for you. It feels very strange coming on here first thing in the morning. Normally I do it in the evening. It feels very strange coming on and filming first thing in the morning before I've even had my breakfast, but it feels nice. I might do some more like this. Right, so that has had a couple of minutes to set in now, and I'm just feeling my skin and it feels very, very soft. So this is getting interesting for me. I can see it's picked up quite a lot of the dry skin on my nose already though. As you can probably see, there's quite a lot of texture on my nose at the moment. So I'm going to see how it looks after the foundation's gone on top of that. But that's especially where I get my dry skin. So at the moment it's not looking too promising. But yeah, that powder's definitely picked up a lot of the dryness of my nose. So I'm just going to go in with my usual 3 pumps of foundation from the Avon True Colour foundation. I do love this foundation, it's the perfect shade for me, and as I've said in some of my other videos, like the coverage it gives is just what I love. So I am going to go in with the concealer again afterwards as well. So I'm just going to take it again on the same beauty blender and just start blending that into the skin. I'm definitely seeing a difference in the blending of the foundation, like it's not sinking into the skin, like I'm really having to press it. It's not really sinking into the skin as well as it usually would. I think that's because the powder's created a barrier, and I am noticing a bit more texture on my nose than I usually would have. But at the same time, there's areas of my skin that are actually looking really quite nice. And I have to say, I'm actually quite impressed with how that's looking on my skin. I'm just going to go ahead and conceal now using the Avon Ideal Flawless Matte Liquid Concealer, and I'm just going to do just a little under eye concealing. And blend that out as well. I am going to leave the other areas, but I do just want to go in with a bit of the setting powder just under my eyes. What I am noticing first thing is that I'm looking very matte, like that powder underneath has just sucked in all of my foundation, like all of the dewiness, so I'm looking very matte. Like the texture on my nose has definitely subsided now that I've added the foundation and the concealer, and I just feel like it's a very flawless face. I'm very actually happy, like even looking in the mirror now, I can't see anything that I don't like about it at the moment, so I am really happy. I am going to go away now and put the rest of my face on off camera, and I'm going to come back on in the evening and just see how this has played out during the day. I want to see if it breaks up anywhere, I want to see how it looks at the end of the day, and I'm very excited to see that. Hi, I'm back! So this is me with my full face on 9.5 hours later than when I done the powder before foundation experiment this morning. As you can see, my makeup has pretty much stayed put the whole day. It's been amazing. My eye makeup is still in place, my lipstick's still in place, my eyebrows are still in place. And of course, most of my skin is looking pretty flawless still, even after 9.5 hours. The only thing I did not like is how it is broken up on my nose. It is shifted on the sides of my nose, and it is broken up down the center of my nose where I get the majority of my dry skin. So this didn't really work out for my nose area. I would probably consider maybe trying it again, but without applying the powder to my nose. I would probably, if I was to do this again in the future, I would avoid my nose area completely, and I would just set it with the powder afterwards. It has made me look very matte all day, but like I said this morning, oil really isn't an issue for my skin. Like I don't get excess oil or anything, I don't get particularly oily on my face, so that isn't really an issue for me. But I have loved having that sort of matte feel to my skin. It's been very nice. So this is not going to be my new makeup routine. I do love it and I love the idea of it, but for me personally, I just prefer how my skin looks usually using my usual routine. But I definitely would recommend you try this. It could work for you, it could completely change your makeup routine. I know some people that it has done that for, so I definitely think you should try it if you haven't already. And if you have already tried it, please let me know your results. Let me know what products you use, let me know how this went for you, and if you decided to go for it or stick to your normal routine, just let me know in the comments below, and I'd love to have a read through them and see how you all found it. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's been a lot of fun to do, and I would definitely look forward to trying out some new beauty hacks for you guys. If you have any that you want me to try, then please, again, write it in the comments below. I love reading your comments, I love reading your feedback. So thank you again for watching my video. I love you all so much. If you're already subscribed to my channel, thank you so much for coming back and watching my videos and supporting me. If you enjoyed it, please give it a massive thumbs up. If you're not already a subscriber, then please press the subscribe button before you leave. I'll appreciate it more than you know. And until next time, guys, thank you for watching. Bye!